So basically, we had some of the real team that's actually working on this Demon Slayer game called Slayer's Retribution, and there's only 2 real devs that's actually working on the game as of right now, and it looks pretty decent. But first, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get 500 to 1,000 likes on this video if we can. But anyways, let's get into it. Alright, so I know how tiring these type of videos can get because it's like every new Demon Slayer game is kind of terrible, but as you can see, it is by some of the real brothers right here, or real people, and we have one right here and about one right here. So basically, there's only 2 as of what we know so far that's actually working for the dev, not the full dev team. This isn't real Slayers or anything like that, so people shouldn't be getting confused over that. But let's go into the sneaks just in case before you even watch the trailer, because our teaser, because that's what they put. So we're gonna be seeing half of the stuff in there, so none of these is really that important because I'm pretty sure they're going to be having it in the teaser. So yeah, we're actually going to go in depth on what we think and what else that they should be adding for this game. Anyways, let's get into the actual video. This video is kind of long, it's about 12 minutes, and we will skip through like some things that seems a little bit longer length that we don't really need to listen to that much. But hey, we're going to be watching the full video right here. Hopefully we can. So let's see what's up. I'm going to turn it up a little bit.
Slayer's Retribution. This is going to be like the combat trailer. We're also going to be talking about like some special mechanics and concepts that we had for the game. But yeah, let's just get right into it. The first thing we're going to showcase is the combat. So
there's one thing I want to already say. There's one thing I would already say, okay? I know that the game is in progress right now, but the UI looks so large, bro. The UI is large as hell. Hopefully they really shrink that or give us a custom option on like shrinking UIs and things like that, because if it's actually this big, it just kind of looks ugly in my opinion. So yeah, let me unpause.
So as you can see, it has a lot of lead and stuff, and then do it one more time so you can see the animation.
So I don't want to pause it, but the swinging feels, it looks and feels kind of heavy. Like it looks kind of heavy. The swinging looks kind of heavy and slow, but it looks smooth at the same time.
You can see that just with 2 and 1 sets, I did a ton of damage to him. Now this is actually completely how we wanted it to be, because if you look, attack me real quick. So you can see I can parry him and then attack back. So it's going to be kind of like it's really fun actually. Like,
okay, so they got a parry system. So when you're getting attacked, you can automatically parry at any given time, which is alright. But I don't know how to completely feel about that, because how would it feel with breathings and things like that?
And then start attacking them. It's kind of meant to be like that. A big inspiration for this game is Ghost of Tsushima and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. We're looking at actual games, not like Roblox games, because in my opinion, most Roblox games have terrible concepts and ideas. They're kind of just copy and paste versions of themselves. So
see, he's not wrong about that. No hypocrisy, but he's not wrong. He's not wrong about like games being copy and paste from each other and things like that. Like a lot of games do that sometimes. Like one game, Project Mugetsu, you know, it has some of the assets from Project Slayers. Not gonna lie, Project Mugetsu still has potential. I really feel like they could continue with what they're doing, but it did have some copies.
With that being said, the next thing is anyways, so the next thing is a big concept that we had was for see-through world. So you can see when I press H, it's kind of like observation hockey. You can see ESP and all the things. But you see that there is
cool.
an icon.
That's pretty cool.
On the demon's head. So what this is a concept that we had called neck vulnerability. So how it's going to work is kind of like in the anime, where you see like the stronger slayers can pretty much just one-tap demons without second thought. And you can, like, I think of Yorichi's fight versus Kokoshiba, where he like dashes forward at like light speed and almost cuts his neck off, but because his neck wasn't vulnerable enough, he didn't actually kill him. So that was a concept we had. So yeah, there's different colors.
Okay, that's a pretty cool concept. That's a pretty cool concept. It's kind of unique. I've never seen like a Demon Slayer game actually do that.
And I can basically one-tap them. Now that's depending on their actual vulnerability. So this is red, so it's a really low chance I'm gonna kill him first try. And what's gonna happen is, for right now, it just kind of sits there. But what's going to happen is they'll be able to counter you. They'll be able to dodge you or fail to do either. They're just going to, like, they'll be fine, basically. They might take a little damage, but it's not going to be crazy.
There's one thing I like the hair movements and everything. Like,
you'll be able
your
to attack
hair
them
moves in a
with
wind and
gusts, just
things
kind of
like
falling.
that. Hair
So
animation
if
looks
let's
always
say you're
like
like
cool in
low level
games.
and you're going against like a high ranked like an upper moon or something, then obviously it's gonna be like red. But it adds more
Mm-hmm.
skill to the game. What's gonna happen when the animation is done is you'll do like a dash forward, and depending on your sword mastery, your rank, and all of that stuff, like I just mentioned, the animation will be faster or slower, which will give the person you're trying to do
Hmm.
more time to react. So it's going to be based off like that, which is going to, like I said, it's going to add a lot of skill to the game. The combat's already very skill based because
Okay.
we're not really trying to do leveling systems.
Okay, so my thing is though, if the combat will be skill based and things like that, it still has to be new beginner friendly. Because if new people come to this game and they don't understand the combat right away, if it's not friendly enough, that they will think the game is kind of trash. You know what I'm saying? They're kind of going like they're explaining some good stuff that I'm hearing right now, like unique concepts and things like that, and like animation, kill effects and things like that. I mean, it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent.
You're going to have to be like really skilled at the combat to do anything. So yeah, that's see-through world and the neck vulnerability. I wanted to talk a bit about some PvP ideas we had. Well, real quick, I'm going to show y'all. So as you can see in the top right or top left, we have a changed tool stance. Now this is just a cosmetic thing, but it basically allows you to change your tool stance, which will basically just like, it's just a fun little cosmetic. There's in each wall. And eventually what we're going to do is each stance will have their own M1.
Hopefully, there's not
They're
like
going to
a
have their
big
own
actually
specs, kind of
like
like
UI
Gosselin,
just
like I
like
mentioned.
sitting right
But
there
it's
or
gonna probably
test
have
or
more
sitting right there
speed,
to
more
click. Hopefully, it's
stamina,
like
which
a
will allow
button or
you more
something,
damage,
or at least like
speed,
a
etc.
something where you have
It's just
to
gonna
maybe
customizable
spin for it or
to
something
you
like
choose
that.
your stance, and
But
you get your
yeah.
own M1s based on that, which will just make it where it'll be more fun because not everybody's gonna have like the same base M1s, even if they have the same Nichiren. Each Nichiren slash breathing style will also get their own version of this, so it's gonna make it really like broad, like the spectrum of people that you see just attacking. Now let's talk about PvP. So one idea that we had
Yeah, we love
for
that PvP.
in-game content is Hashira like tournaments. So let's say you want to be a Hashira or upper slash lower moon. So basically, the time has not been decided yet, but every week or around every other week, we're gonna hold tournaments where you can compete to become the Hashira upper or lower moon for that spot. So let's say you're a Thunder user, you've completed everything you can in the game, and you want to become the Hashira. You can wait for the tournament. You can join the tournament.
So wait, so it's basically like it's sorry about pausing so much, but basically it's like a CC, like a close community type feel to it because like I feel like only CCs do that. Like to become a Hashira, you gotta go to this tournament and do this, defeat other people. It feels
Or
like a
you Thunder use
CC.
Hashira
I
role.
don't know if I like
And when you
that
win, you'll
because
get a
I
special
barely like
rank, and
CC
in-game
games.
you'll get a special role in the Discord that allows you to talk to other Hashiras and stuff. There's gonna be a bunch of fun stuff centered around this, and I think it's gonna be really fun for the community as a whole just to have fun with this. So it's gonna be a really prestigious thing to have. There's gonna be special
Like
buffs
it
as well.
sounds
So
fun,
just
yeah,
something to add to
sure, but
in-game
like
content. The PvP skills, most
I don't
many people are
know
not done
if
yet,
I
but
would
there's gonna
like
be
that
some
though.
skills, probably just like simple basic skills for the basic Nichiren. But as you can see right now, all I have is Surface Slash, which is the first move for water breathing. It's right now, it's actually about to get revamped. So if I hold my mouse, it has a little bit of auto aim, but when I press E, as you can see, I dash forward and knock him back. So this is really good for like comboing,
Ooh.
or let's say like your
Okay,
Chino,
kind of
if he's
smooth.
blocking and we just say like I attack him and he attacks me back, and we just get an infinite parrying spout. What I can do is when he's blocking, I can press E and it's going to act as a block break. Most skills are going to add as a block break, or at least lower their blocking, because there is a posture system, so you won't be able to infinite block or get an infinite parry spout. So that's what most skills are going to be useful for. We haven't decided on the balancing just yet. There's going to be a lot of things.
Okay,
We haven't
interesting. That's pretty
decided as a
interesting.
team right now,
So
just
at least
because
I
of
like the
the
concept where
especially
you
the
can't just
storyline
hold
or
block
combat
infinitely and
or
you
in-game
like
content
can't really
with
do anything
breathings,
about it.
EVAs, all of that. We have a very dedicated team to all this to make sure that this game is actually really good. And speaking of that, the map that we're actually in right now is the old version of the map. It's actually getting revamped right now. And this map isn't the worst, but we wanted to make sure that the map is like really immersive because of the game it is, and we wanted to go for a more realistic style, like I said, with Ghost of
Yeah, the
Tsushima.
map doesn't
And
look
so
that
this map
bad.
isn't
The map
perfect,
doesn't
but we
look
want to make sure
that
that we're
bad
doing
if
like
I'm
the
being
best
honest.
quality
The
map for you
characters
guys.
feel like
So
huge
this is a
compared to
bit
the
more
map a
maps
little
we
bit.
can
I don't
do.
know, maybe it's
It's
just
not
me,
the permanent map.
but it
This
doesn't
map
look
is actually really
as
good.
bad. I like how the modeling looks for it.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Chill, chill, chill.
Okay, he's fighting, okay. Okay. Ooh. The thing is, the combat looks so stiff to me. Like,
Oh,
it feels smooth at the same time, but it feels like very heavy and
so yeah,
hard.
you can see that we get in a lot of
Like, I
parry
don't
loadouts.
know.
But what's nice is
Not as
we
in
can
like
just use the skill,
hard
like I
to
said,
probably do.
break
It's
the whole
just
parry
like
thing.
I
So
don't know. It
that's
just
what,
feels.
like, let's say you just get nice
Hopefully it's a
smooth
little
amount
bit
of
changed so
parrying.
it doesn't feel as heavy. So it's like kind of
And
smoother.
stop them from parrying, and then you can
But
get
like,
into the combo in which they can parry. That's why M1s might seem a little bit slow. It's just simply for that system, so that you have more time to react and stuff. Now you might be asking, like, how do you actually evade, like, the skills, since because of their nature where they like break your block. So mostly gonna be
so
like use it.
there's
You
one
can see
thing
there's a
I
little bit
hope
of
though.
reaction time
Like I hope
right now
there
when you
is
talk
like
to
a
the other
upgrade
side, which is why
thing
that hit
from
me
where
slow.
like you can't
But it does
upgrade
need time,
still.
and of course,
Like you can upgrade your
which
health and
the
things like
animation
that,
that I have yet,
stamina.
I will show them.
Because if there is an
So that's
option to do
mostly
that,
the combat
that
stuff.
would be
We
pretty
were gonna
dope.
talk
I
about
just
progression,
realized that they
but
don't
I
have
don't
a
want to end up like
breathing
Pixel
system
Piece
in this
where
game,
they
so
say, "Hey, we're not gonna
they're
do
just
animator,"
automatically using the moves
and
without using
they're
like any
totally
breathing
abandoning it. I
method,
would
like
rather show
hold
y'all, like,
G to
we're trying to
breathe.
wait until
All
progression
this,
is
I don't
done
see it.
and then
Maybe
be
they're
able to
adding it though.
show it to y'all rather than say what we're gonna do and then not be able to do it. We're gonna wait until it's done and then just show it to y'all and then talk about it instead of just talking about it, like I said, because I think actions speak way louder than words, especially in terms of game development. Because you'll see games do that all the time, where they'll be like, "Yeah, we're gonna implement all these concepts and stuff," and then none of the concepts are actually implemented. So I think it's a lot better what we're gonna do. But yeah, y'all don't have to worry. We're definitely gonna be talking about progression soon, but it'll probably come in a later video. But yeah. Also, for the next slash, like I said, it's going to be like a dash forward. So what we were thinking about doing is, so any dash moves that your breathing has, so for water breathing, of course, surface slash, that would probably act as the next slash move instead of it being like its own separate thing. But y'all can let us know down in the comment section what y'all think of that.
Yeah, I mean it
Also,
does sound
UI,
pretty
since it looks
neat.
a little
It
bigger,
does sound pretty
y'all might be
neat.
saying
I
like,
like it. I
why does
like
it look
that.
like so modern and stuff? This is supposed to be a Demon Slayer game. So we chose this UI because it's gonna contrast really nice. Because everything else is gonna be so traditional. I think it's gonna make the UI kind of pop more. Y'all can of course put y'all inputs on that in the description.
I mean, nah, the UI looks too large. They at least need to like shrink it a little bit, bro, to make it look nicer.
Cutscene skills, which are gonna be
It kind of
really
looks.
advanced and
It kind of just looks.
each
It's not
breathing is
my
gonna have
thing,
their
bro. It's
own
not my
cutscene
thing.
skills. Combat styles are probably gonna have their own cutscenes too. Like, let's say you don't have a breathing yet. Everything is gonna have their own cutscenes. Now, I also thought about this. I didn't talk about this in combat, but M1 priority is also going to be a thing. So because there's no levels, it's going to be more like weapon based equipment that you find in the game. There's going to be
Oh wait, there's not gonna be any levels. Oh, I don't know if I like that. Wait. Okay, it sounds pretty interesting. But no leveling?
sharpness, which is another contributing factor
Oh, I
to
don't
the
know.
ability, is actually your sword sharpness, along with your mastery with the blade, etc. So your sword sharpness will constantly go down as you continually use it, and you'll have to get it repaired at like a swordsmith, just like in the anime. But that's not going to be something that you have to do all the time. It's just going to be kind of like a extra little tidbit of content. We're also thinking about adding like a hunger system, and we're adding lots of wildlife to the game. We're going to add like foxes, wolves, rabbits, etc., just to make the game feel more alive. There's going to be also, let's talk about events. So let's say you're just like walking in a village or whatever, and you'll see lots of NPC interactions, like a slayer fighting a demon. You can join the fight to help out if you want to, or some citizens getting terrorized, you can help out the fight, because there's going to be a reputation system, which means that there will
Okay.
be rogue slayers, there will be rogue
Mhm.
demons, etc., which will be a really interesting thing. There's also going to
Man,
be
I don't know how I feel about the no
NPCs, which will be,
leveling.
like,
That sounds so.
clans that you can like
I
have,
don't know. Like it
factions,
sounds fun, but at the
which will
same
have
time, it's
PvP
like,
battles,
should
they'll
that
have
really be
also
happening? Should there
tournaments as
really be
well.
no
The
leveling
biggest,
systems at
like,
all?
top 10 biggest factions can have like PvP
Like I know they're
battles,
trying to do their
tournaments,
unique
but
thing for their
obviously with
game,
this,
but
with
like
the
at the same
reputation,
time, it
you're
just
not going to
doesn't
want
sound like
to fight another
like you
slayer,
need to
you're going to
make
want to use
sure
your
that
blade,
it interests
which
like the
means that
audience a
slayers are going
little
to be
bit
running
more
around like
before
in other
like
games, like Private Slayer,
implementing
Team
like certain
America,
stuff. Obviously,
etc.
they're going to be
There's going to be
listening
like
to
an
like
actual
half of the
reason
audience
to
and how
fight,
what they think
and you're
about
going
it.
to want to gang up
But
with
honestly,
other
for that, it
slayers
just seems.
to
I was just
kill
talking
you
about
and take
leveling
over the other
too,
team.
about
So
like
it's
getting
going to
more
be
health and
user
like
interaction is going
stuff
to be a
like
big
that.
thing in this game because of the reputation system. It's also going to make it a lot more, I think, a lot more interesting, and make PvP more fun in the game, because you can like group up with your friends that are the same race and go like have battles with the other like factions, like I said. So rogue slayers, rogue demons,
Yeah,
all
I
that.
mean,
Obviously,
it sounds fun. It sounds
for
fun with
hybrid, you'll
friends.
probably have to be a rogue slayer. That's what we're that's a system I was thinking of, because I think that's pretty much what Kokoshibo was, and that's what Akaza tried to attempt Rengoku with. So there's gonna be a lot of interesting systems like that. I would talk about more of them. I don't want the video to get too long, and also I don't want to spoil too much. And like I said, also I want to show these systems to you guys. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video. If you have any questions,
Man,
put them down.
that's very interesting. So I don't know how I feel about it completely, but the fact that they have no leveling and things like that, they wanted to keep the UI and stuff like that. Hopefully they really do actually like change that. Hopefully it's very immersive in the game. Hopefully it has everything that we need for a Demon Slayer game. I like how everything looks are okay, but looks cannot complete a game, you know what I'm saying? So if the combat isn't really that good, if it's really just that heavy and stuff like that, and people just generally do not enjoy it if it's not user friendly, I don't think anybody's going to play this. Like, respectfully, and I'm not trying to say like in a rude way or anything, I'm just saying like new players would not look at this game as something they would want to play, because it's way too hard for them to like start getting into or understand if there's other, you know, quote unquote stronger slayers that's like that can probably just keep attacking people and things like that. Hopefully there is like more stuff that they show that they continue progressing with the game, but honestly it's just crazy to me that they don't have like I guess leveling system and things like that. But everything else, it looks pretty decent. Hopefully they really do work their hardest on the game. I know like one of the creators actually, like he's a respectful dev actually that's also working on the game. I forgot to bring up his name, but yeah, he's decent too. Even though I don't remember names straight off my noggin. Like I'm probably gonna have to look back in the server. But honestly, this Demon Slayer game do look promising in a way. I like some of the rail team is actually working on it like too. So I feel like the game would be, you know, somewhat decent, because, you know, as you know, the rail team is actually really respecting the anime genre. So hopefully it's really good. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and yeah, that's my take. Anyways, I'll see y'all. Peace.